Hey, it's Mikey over at the Hair Business Blueprint, and today we're going to talk about how to keep your hair business alive during slow times. Trying to keep a business alive is really tough, especially during slower times. Now, in the hair industry, the typical slow times are June, July, and August. At the end of the August, a lot of college students are going back to school and the hair business starts to pick up. You got to remember during the summer times, people don't want as long and full hair. A lot of women are wearing braids, they're wearing bobs, they're not wearing these super full wigs that are very, very hot and harder to maintain in the summer. So expect a slow period during that time. Now, if you're just starting out and your business is not yet as consistent, you never know when you could have a slow time. You could have an influencer promote you and you could have a great couple weeks and then everything falls off. So one of the keys is not getting too excited when you start getting sales. The key to maintaining any business is really watching your expenses when things are going up and especially when things are going down. So you want to really have a list of your bare essentials for your hair business. This is stuff like your domain name, your professional email address, your website, if you're on Shopify or your hosting platform. These are things you have to keep your business going. Your email marketing platform, that's really important. That's something that's going to help drive these sales and get you out of the slump that you're currently in. Now, what you might have to do if you're spending money on ads like Facebook, Instagram ads, you might have to cut back on your advertising spending during these slow times just to make it through. You have to be really careful about every dollar spent in your business. What I'd like to do quarterly is do a total review of everything I'm spending money on. Because I keep everything organized by only putting expenses on business credit cards, it allows me to go through the statements and just double check that I don't have something that I don't need. It's unbelievable how much some of these expenses can really add up over time. Even if it's just like a $5, $10 subscription that you're not using, cut it. You can always bring it back. These little expenses can really add up and give you less money for the things that you need in your business to run properly. And especially money to help make your business grow. I highly suggest that all hair business owners have a specific list of their expenses, of the things that they have to have 100% of the time. You can't run and operate your business without these. So make sure that you have this list, have a line item of each expense. You don't need a fancy program for this. Use a free program like Google Sheets. So you have the must-haves, and then you can have a secondary list of other expenses. So if things do get tough, you can make sure that you're really focused on the must-have expenses, and then you can start going down the list of kind of like, this might help, I'm not sure, I think it's making me money. We all have those, it's okay. You might have to cut some of those and bring it back. You just can't always afford everything when business is slow. But being real strategic about what those items are will help you make the smart decisions. When your business is slowing down and you're struggling a little bit, I know it's more than just financial. It's more than just how much work you're personally putting in. It's very mental, guys. It's very mental. So you have to be very prepared for this. You understand and tell yourself, even when things are good, things are really good right now, but I have to prepare for the worst. Being organized going into this will make all the difference in the world, and it's as simple as a free spreadsheet on Google. Make that spreadsheet and you're going to feel much more comfortable inside knowing that you are prepared for the worst. Having a little extra money saved can go a long, long way. These extra personal items that you buy, that can make or break your hair business sometimes. So if you don't really have a lot of savings, don't worry about the extra things you're buying, because it's really related to what's in your personal life and your business life, especially in the beginning, because a lot of your personal expenditures, some of these things you don't really need. Let's be honest, guys. So be really careful what you're spending your money on, because you might need those dollars to get your business through a slow time. Okay, so like the fancy stuff, the shiny objects, you really don't need those. You can celebrate later after your business is in a great position. And don't go overboard celebrating. I've seen it too many times. People made their first $100,000 in sales and they throw some big party for their friends and family, and they spend thousands of dollars at a nightclub, celebrating. I understand you want to celebrate, but you have to save that money, because I'm telling you, after like your business starts going down, those same friends and family that went to that party are probably, honestly, just being honest, not going to support your business when it really needs it. Okay? So make sure you keep that in mind, that you have to be really, really careful with that. I understand celebrating small wins, just don't spend too much money doing it. Really focus on getting your business through the tough times, because I'm telling you, you will face tough times in business. Even when things are great. Look at 2020. COVID hit, nobody knew what was happening. It wiped a ton of unprepared businesses out, 100%. Luckily here at Private Label Extensions, we rode the wave and we're doing great. But that's because the team was really, really prepared for what was happening. You can never be too prepared. If you want more tips about your hair business, make sure you subscribe to my hair business channel, and also check out thehairbusinesschannel.com, where we're going to have tons of tips, tutorials, and education for you to be successful in the hair industry.